For this week's GRE ROC segment, the growth of Crover in the Greater Rochester region and the company's grain-swimming robot aimed at revolutionizing crops for farmers, Sarah Ostberg and Lorenzo Conti are guests here in studio. Thank you for coming in. Lorenzo, I want to start with you. How did this all get started? What were you working on and how did you kind of stumble upon it?
I was doing a PhD in the field of granular materials, which is anything from sand to powders and grain, and discovered a new physical effect whereby a rotating object in this kind of materials gets propelled through in a kind of simple and fast fashion, and that's really what led to creating the first robot in the world able to swim through this kind of materials. And then we went through a lot of iterations and have been creating since then a grain storage management system to help grain storage operators like farmers, grain merchants, port operators and cooperatives make sure that the same quality of grain that goes into storage is the one that comes out, and also to do so safely without having to send a person into these dangerous bulks.
These are, and we're going to have video playing here to simplify it, a drone essentially that can go through a silo, a barn, a warehouse. You have an example of a smaller one here, so describe what that is.
Yeah, so this is a demonstrator of one of our prototypes, really demonstrating what we call the Crover effect, so that physical effect or method that makes it move. And we've since kind of developed more parts and feature to the system. We also have a module now that can collect physical samples, one to measure temperature, moisture and CO2 at depth within the bulk. And also, as the robot moves through, it helps steer the grain and maintain its quality.
And there's also the safety aspect of this, of someone not walking over with their feet. And unfortunately, we've covered cases before where someone may get trapped there. Sarah, it's one thing to launch a product and then getting the word out and getting some recognition. Genius Awards, Grow New York, that's a big deal here.
Yeah, and I think we caught their attention just because it's such an innovative, groundbreaking technology that's never been seen before. Crover, we are addressing two critical issues, which is sustainability and, of course, that safety aspect, which you just brought up as well. So with our technology, the Crover is able to swim through the grain and provide real-time analytics for the grain operators where they have hands-on. So I believe that's why we caught their attention. And again, this is going to prevent any grain operators to have to stand on the bulk, because Crover can now swim through the bulk and get all those analytics and samples that the grain operators need.
And for this segment, I'll give this to both of you. Why ROC? We'll start with you. This is home. Yeah, so it means a lot.
So growing up in Rochester, I've always been inspired by the sense of community, partnership, innovation here. And that's really what's made us be inspired to start our Crover operations here in upstate New York. We are hiring as well, so if anybody is interested, please go on our website. But it's really that community and that partnership that's inspired us, and it's what makes Rochester so great.
And Lorenzo, you're going to be here, going to be growing. What's the future here of the rollout, the next steps?
We are just preparing to launch the first commercial version of the system after years of research and development. So it's a very exciting time for the company, and we're excited to have operations now both in the UK and in upstate New York.
And you like upstate New York?
I love it, yeah.
Love it, love it. Listen, it is so interesting to see the different models, the way this can work. Thank you, both for coming in and sharing that. You want to learn more about Crover, future job opportunities, these robots, all they can do, and their mission. You can find those links today with this interview under the ROC section of RochesterFirst.com.